Hey percussionists, so we're going to do an exercise that's going to lead us to having some great 9-stroke rolls, 17-stroke rolls, and other various roll lengths. All right, so this is going to really help us in our band music be able to understand how to make a nice steady roll in the middle of some music, not just doing a roll out of nowhere for a really long time, but when it's incorporated into your band music. All right, so we've got some exercises that we're going to do that involve not rolling and then doing the same rhythm but with rolls. We've already worked on our multiple bounce stroke roll. Technically what we're doing should be double strokes, but we're going to stick with the multiple bounces for now. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is a 9-stroke roll. Now, in order to get a 9-stroke roll happening, what you actually need is to hit the drum 5 times. So we're going to use the rhythm 1E and a 2. All right, you're going to start with your right, and you're going to play 1E and a 2. Ready, and a go. All right, and then you're going to do 3E and a 4. So let's play 1E and a 2, 3E and a 4. Ready, and. All right, now, to turn that into a 9-stroke roll, what you're going to do is do your, really you're looking for a double bounce, but if you do a multiple bounce for now, that's okay. All right, because we're still in the beginning stages here. All right, so you're going to go 1E and 2, 3E and 4. All right, so now you're still doing 5 main strokes, but you're letting each one bounce until the last one, which is a tap. Bounce, 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 tap. Bounce, 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 tap. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, that's your 9-stroke roll. So we're going to go 1E and a 2, 3E and a 4, and then the same thing with rolls. 1, 2, ready, and 1E and a 2, 3E and a 4. 1E and a 2, 3E and a 4, 1E and a 2, 3E and a 4. 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 On the snare it sounds like this. All right, now that was all starting my 9-stroke rolls with my right hand. Now we're going to do it starting with the left. All right, and then once you've done it, starting with your right every time and then starting with your left every time, then you can alternate. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left. Now that's your 9-stroke roll. What that's typically going to do at a moderate tempo is give you a roll over a quarter note that is tied to a tap at the end. All right, so if you have a quarter note roll in a time signature with a 4 at the bottom, and it's tied over to an 8th note or a quarter note tap at the end, you're going to use your 9-stroke roll. All right, now we're going to try the 17-stroke roll, which is exactly the same but double the time. So now this is basically a half note roll in 4/4 or 3/4 or 2/4 time. All right, and you're going to this time go 1E and a 2E and a 3. 1E and sorry, my bad. 1E and a 2E and a 3. 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 Left, 1E and a 2E and a 3. 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 Alternating. Right, left, right, left, right, left, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3, right, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3, left, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. On the drum. All right, so that's basically your half note roll tied over to a tap at the end. All right, and then so on and so forth. You're gonna get, you're gonna add 8 strokes to the name of the roll for each beat that you add. All right, that's 4 16th notes. Double it because you're putting the bounce on it, and then the tap at the end. So a 25 stroke roll is going to be 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. The goal here is to get us away from just playing as fast as we can and thinking we're rolling. I see that a lot from young students and even more experienced students that they're not really sure how to roll. And it's really all just based on rhythm and bounce. All right, it doesn't need to be real tense. All right, you don't want to grip too hard in the back here. All right, your main grip is right here with the pointer finger and the thumb. All right, and then the back part of your grip is where you get to play with your sticks being able to move. All right, so if you're too tight, they can't bounce at all. All right, you don't want to have your fingers out like that. You want to have them loose but present. All right, so 33 stroke roll is very simple. That's just a whole note. All right, and it's a whole measure of 16th notes of the tap. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. Right? All right, and then we're going to go to the real short one. All right, and this would be what would happen if you had an 8th note with a roll tied to an 8th note tap. And this is a 5-stroke roll. So you're only going to go 1 E end, 1 E end. Bounce, bounce, tap. Bounce, bounce, tap. One E N, 2 E N. 1 E N, 2 E N. 1 E N, 2 E N. 1 E N, 2 E N. This will happen a lot in a march. All right, so that's how you're going to make your roll on an 8th note. All right, so let's go through.